Welcome back to Trading the Wheel Strategy with Ford. Now, this video will be the final video in the series of Trading the Wheel Strategy on Ford. And this is because last week I liquidated this particular account and I'm moving these funds over to Tradier Brokerage, which is integrated with Tiblio AI. And I will use this to help showcase how Tiblio AI trades the wheel strategy on a few different equities. But I wanted to make this video as sort of a wrap-up video and take a look at where we're at. Now, this is not an indictment of Ford. I would be perfectly happy continuing to trade Ford. I've been trading Ford since, I just looked back on all of the trade confirmations that I have. And I have to go back to 2021 when I opened the first position on Ford and began selling options on it. So I think this has been a really, really great experience. And I hope through this video series, you've gotten a feel for what it's like to trade the wheel strategy. Now, before we dive into the confirmations and see how we did, I just want to take one more look at Ford itself. You'll notice, so what I've been saying over the last several weeks is that Ford just continues to trade in this range. It's still trading in this range. During the bank sell-off last week, the last couple of weeks, Ford came down just with everything else. And it pretty much stopped right down here around this 1120s level that we expected. So what we will be looking for in the next few weeks is Ford going to break down this 1120s level finally and fall through, or is it going to hold here and bounce higher? So if I was continuing to trade Ford right now, I would be getting aggressive with the call options. So I would be looking to sell these call options in here around the 1250s, sort of expecting more of a consolidation down here just with all of the pressure in the market. And again, that goes, everything that we do, we always say, take a step back, look at the macro level, get a view for what's going on in the market as a whole and the news and just everything that's happening, and have that to help inform, how aggressive you are with selling put options, near term, closer to the money, more expensive, or how aggressive you are with selling call options. Again, near term, far away, closer to the money, further out of the money. And so that would be my strategy, would be to assume that Ford is probably not coming back up to the 14s for a while, and I would sell more aggressive call options on it. Okay, that's Ford. Let's take a look at, well, how did we do? Right? How did we do? So what I did is I pulled all of my trade confirmations for the last year. So these are coming from, approximately May of 2022, I think, to now. And so we see some options that were sold in May, some that were sold in June, July, August, I think September, October. The only month that I really missed and didn't sell any options was November of 2022. We have some expiring in December. And then we have January, February, March. And we sold a lot of options in March. And so how do we do? If we come over here to the proceeds column, and this is just how Interactive Brokers reports it. So when I sell an option, it's going to be positive income into my account. Those are the proceeds. And when I buy it back, it'll be negative. That means I'm paying money out. So you'll see that here on this option. We bought it for $2. This option, we sold it for $52. This one, we bought it for $6. We sold for $36. We sold for $38. We bought for $16. And now this is with me running the wheel strategy, not the AI running the wheel strategy. So this is, also got emotions mixed into it, right? You'll see I bought one back for $33, did not let it expire and take assignment. And then we're buying them back for $1. We're not letting them expire worthless, for example. Okay. So even with me coming in just whenever I can trade and come in and trade the wheel strategy, we did pretty good. We made $929 over the course of the year. And that is For most of the time, I think I had exposure to 400 shares at probably, I could average of about 13. So if I had 13 times 400, that would be on about $5,200 of committed capital that we're able to sell options on throughout the year. Okay, and so what is the percentage of that? Equals, that would be a percent. So we're able to basically return 17% of the committed capital over the course of the year by trading the wheel strategy on Ford. And that is with Ford throughout the course of the year going up and down and just being, you know, the crazy stock that it was over the course of the whole year, right? So we go, this is May of 2022, and the stock's going from 15s, 16s, down to 11s, back up to 16s, down to 11s, back up to 14s, down to 11s, back up to 14s, and down to 11s again. So it's making some pretty wild moves. If it moves from 11 to 16, that's what, a 40% move in a pretty short period of time. And we were able to sell options through all of that and actually do pretty good, returning 17% of that committed capital over the course of the year. And that is what we expect with trading the wheel strategy. If we're trading the wheel strategy and we're doing a good job at it, then we can basically calculate what our return should be. And that is essentially calculating the money in the return that we get from selling each option. And those are shown to you on the Tiblio screener. So what am I talking about there? So if we go to Tiblio and I'm looking at the option screeners, and I'm gonna filter this for Ford, right? And we're doing things. We're selling, you know, I think at this point we would probably sell one of these puts right here. But we see that we're getting a percentage, max return percent of around 1.5 to 2.5, right? Ford is pretty volatile, has a lot of volatility in it, and the options trade pretty well for an $11 or $12 stock. You know, we're able to sell these things, you know, 30 cents or so. So if we were to do that, so if we were to do that calculation of, if we're selling options with a max return percent of 1.5% per month, these are basically monthly options, 26 days, 19 days, right? Then if we're able to return 1.5% per month, that's roughly 18% per year. And that's what we saw from the reality of the actual trades that I put on, right? We returned 17.8% over the course of the year. And that's with me trading it completely not optimized. Okay. So I think that's about all that I wanted to cover today. Again, it's the wrap up. This is how we did. I think that this trade over the course of mid 2022 to now in 2023 was very successful. We're going to continue trading the wheel strategy. We're just going to do it in a different account. I'm going to move the money over to a Tradier account so that it's integrated with Tiblio AI. And then I'm going to start producing videos now showing Tiblio AI trading the wheel strategy on a few different equities over there in the Tradier account. So look forward to that. And of course, if you want to check out Tiblio AI, it is available at https://tiblio.ai. is separate from tiblio.com. Okay. As always, hit me up, message me on the website, come into the Discord, find me. You can email me, you can comment right here in the video. I review these comments and try to reply to all comments in a very timely manner. I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time.